It's a final in the West region from Charlotte, North Carolina. 8-9 matchup goes by the way of the 9 seed. Spartans beat the Bulldogs 69-51. Another win for Tom Izzo as a worst seed. That is the most all-time. He continues to add to that list. Michigan State came into this game about a 1-point favorite, and they clear that comfortably. And the total closed around 130, and that first half total anywhere between 59 and 60.5 also cashed for underbettors. Tyson Walker game high 19 points for Sparty. Hey there, folks. I'm Tommy Tran with our analyst, BJ Taylor. BJ, what stood out to you about Michigan State's performance today?
Well, we know with Michigan State and Tom Izzo, it starts on the defensive end, and that's exactly why they were able to continue to have success here today, right? You look at them holding Mississippi State to only 51 points. Josh Hubbard was really the only guy for the Mississippi State Bulldogs that was able to get it going. He fought hard. It finished the game with about 15 points, so I was really proud of Josh Hubbard's performance. But if you're Michigan State, this was a good first step, right? They want to continue to stifle teams defensively. Now, I tell you what, they're going to need to continue this defensive play because they most likely are going to face UNC, North Carolina, in the next round, and we know what they present as an offense. So if you're Michigan State, good start today, good efficient offense. You look at the numbers there, 50% from the field, 43% from three. Tyson Walker really carried their offense through the day. So if you're Michigan State, good start to the NCAA tournament.
Tom Izzo and Michigan State continue a fantastic run of NCAA tournament appearances, BJ, that was actually in jeopardy at times this season, but when they get in, Tom Izzo certainly knows what it takes to come away with a win. What is it about Izzo-type teams that they're always ready to play right out the gate?
Well, Coach Izzo is one of those guys that he can sell his team on the fact that it's not about our seeding. It's not about where we start in the NCAA tournament. It's one game at a time. It's about going out there and competing, right? They're not a team that's going to be intimidated or get caught up in, oh, well, we're the 9 seed, we're the 8 seed, we're not in the top, whatever. They don't care about any of that in Lansing. I promise you that much. Coach Izzo preaches that day in and day out. So even in their next matchup against the #1 seed, North Carolina Tar Heels, they're not going to go out there scared. They're not going to be afraid. You know when you go against Coach Izzo in one of his ball clubs, he's going to have warriors out there on the floor, and they're going to compete at a very, very high level.
You alluded to it, but let's finish up with a potential matchup with North Carolina. Tar Heels do have Wagner in the round of 64, but if it goes chalk as expected, what does Carolina do that will give Michigan State some fits?
Well, it's the fact that one thing that Michigan State does a nice job of is taking the other team's best player out of the game. The only issue with that is when you're playing against Carolina, they have 2 guys who essentially can go night in and night out depending on who their best player is, right? You have an R.J. Davis on the outside, and then you have an Armando Bacot inside. So I would expect for Michigan State to double team a lot of Armando Bacot's post feeds inside, and then allow R.J. Davis to go off. And if he kills him, then he has his day. But I would expect there to be a lot of attention on Armando Bacot because they don't want him to dominate inside. They're going to want to force R.J. Davis to make some of those tough contested jump shots, which he's more than capable of doing.
BJ, good stuff. Taylor will be with us throughout the day here on CBS Sports HQ. If you need your college basketball fix, podcast form, the guys at the Eye on College Basketball podcast have you covered. Co-hosts Gary Parrish and Matt Norlander every single day with tournament recaps day by day.